big shout out. Go to SodenBowl.com and check them out, and check them out on YouTube. I know that's probably the best Madden players around, so go out there and definitely put it on.
And welcome, Soden Bowl, a Sunday night edition. If you're on the East Coast, if you're in sunny Colorado here, it's a almost evening type affair here. If you're like RPW the third, it's not even nighttime yet. He never sleeps. So shout out to Rob in the house. Shout out to my man Mars today with the call-in, and J-Dubs with the pregame. Excellent job, guys. Really appreciate it. And I'm joined tonight with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Snipes. We're not sure how the audio is yet. We haven't had a chance to test it. But, Mr. Snipes, if you're in the house, can you hear me, sir? Calling Mr. Snipes. Well, when he gets here, we'll let you know. But we got a good one on tap tonight. We have Super Bowl 109. In the Pro League Next Gen Xbox Series X and S, we have the Cinderella New England Patriots, led by A. Soden, his very first Super Bowl appearance. He's been getting a little bit of ribbing action from Grimy in the chat after getting a forced win because Grimy is unavailable due to a work obligation. And then he versus me. And I gave him my forced win because he beat me in the regular season, head-to-head. And then when we advanced it, the game locked up in the fourth quarter. And then when we advanced, it gave me the win, so I felt bad. So I gave him the win in the playoffs as kind of a makeup thing here, and he hasn't looked back. He played an excellent game last week on Soden Bowl Network, took down Master Weavin and the Las Vegas Raiders, somebody that was heavily favored versus A. Soden. And on the flip side, we have the winningest head coach since Pro League restarted, if you will, but since Next Gen Xbox on Soden Bowl. 3 seasons, regular seasons, in the book. Stu Kidd, 58, is the winningest head coach, 44 wins and just 6 losses. He has a Super Bowl loss to Kid Spanza in our first season of Pro League. And he's just been money. He's been money. He got knocked out last season by Kylo Ren. This season, he's been cruising. He cruised versus a very good New York Giants in the NFC Championship game, broadcast by Mr. Snipes Television, and really hasn't looked back. Let me hit Snipes up real quick. Give me 1 minute, guys. Let's figure out what's going on with Snipes, because I know he has some, he's got some commentary on these two teams. All right, I'm going to resend him an invite here. I can see him, but I can't hear him. Snipes, give me a nod if you can hear me. All right, he can hear me, but we can't hear him. I'm going to resend him an invite, and we'll go from there. Invite is on the way. It's got to be sunny in Arizona right now. All right, get to some of the comments in the chat, guys. Put your predictions in the chat here. Looks like A. Soden, the first one in the chat today. He likes the video and it hasn't even started yet. We got a hashtag Matty Strong from Ohio Bengal. Welcome to the Super Bowl, big guy. And we have It's TJ. It's TJ. A very active Soden Bowl user. Congratulations on the Super Bowl win, too. Super Bowl 108 champion on the current gen. We've got the witness in the house. No Super Bowl is official unless the witness is there. Chris Romero going for the Patriots. I believe that's Grimy. I'm not sure. He's going to take the Hawks in a nail-biter.
Can you hear me now?
I hear you loud and clear, Mr. Snipes.
All right.
You sound good.
All right,
Sean
perfect.
Lowe is in the house, man. Give us a breakdown here. 10-6 Patriots, 15-1 Seahawks, and I have some knowledge for you first. Did you know the Seattle Seahawks under Stu Kid 58, they are the winningest team in next-gen Soden Bowl Pro League over the last 3 seasons?
Yes, I do know that. Yes. And he's going to be a tough one to go against in this ball game. He's going to be a tough one to go against. But I've seen A. Soden pull off some pretty big wins. You know what I mean? I'm not going to, you know what I mean? If I'm Stu Kid, I'm going to say right now, there's just no way that I'm going to sit here and just take A. Soden, just not being able to do anything just because of the fact that he got a couple, forced wins or whatever it may be. A. Soden is a vet. He knows what he's doing in this game of Madden. I wouldn't sit here. I'm not going to sit here and say that A. Soden's going to win the game, because if you're going to ask me who's going to win, I think Stu Kid's going to win this game. I think he's going to win by 10 points. But I think A. Soden's definitely going to give him a great game here today, and I think we're in for an awesome battle here in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I agree. Now, there's a comment in the chat from It's TJ. He said 44-6. Good night. Let's go. We're going to give A. Soden's record here. Just let me add him up real quick. So A. Soden is 36-12.
And that's not bad. That's the whole thing. How is that real? Would I take a 36-12 record? Absolutely. That's a great record. So, it's any given Sunday. You know what I mean? In this type of game, you never know what kind of game you could get, especially in next gen. So, you can't say that A. Soden's out of this game at all. But again, if you're going to ask me who's going to win this game right now, I will take a Stu Kid to win this game. He just looks phenomenal what he's doing right now.
This game reminds me of in the NFL when the New England Patriots they went up against the then St. Louis Rams in their first Super Bowl matchup, and the Pats were like 14-point dogs in that game. Yep. It reminds me of that. A. Soden, a lot of people picking the Seahawks. Seahawks a 15-1 team. Their one loss came to I Am Rico in Kansas City. He's really been money. He's been money through the playoffs. He's played a lot of really good people, the Seahawks have. Not that A. Soden hasn't played good people, but the Seahawks have won more games.
Yeah.
And the Seahawks are favored, thanks to our friends at MyMadden.com. The Seahawks are favored by 8 points in this game. That's a lot for a Super Bowl.
That is a lot for a Super Bowl, but you got to understand, the reason why. When you're going against, 15-1 versus 10-6, you go through, you kind of look at those records. But at the end of the day, man, you still hope for an epic ball game. I'm hoping that we don't get, a blowout here today. I just love to have great Super Bowls, especially here in Soden Bowl. I love to see great Super Bowls, but both of these guys, I think that they'll be smart about how they play. But just watch out for A. Soden, man, because if you give him any room of opportunity to beat you, he's not gonna just sneak into the door. He's gonna kick the door open and beat you. So just don't sleep on him. The Pats defense is solid too. So don't sleep on him in this game, people. Don't sleep on him.
TJ picking A. Soden, J. Cork picking A. Soden as well. J. Cork was one of the few that picked him in the championship game. J. Cork, when it comes to football operations in Soden Bowl, J. Cork is one of the smartest. That's why he's one of our Hall of Fame owners. He can build a solid team, and he predicts games really well. If we had to pick him, I believe we did at one point, and J. Cork was running away with it. That's a pretty good pick to have J. Cork on your side.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Definitely a fantastic pitch. Shout out to J. Cork too, man. He's a guy I need to contact myself, man. I need to learn some of his tricks of the trade that might help me out in Madden 22 coming up this season.
One of our sponsors, RPW the Third, Robert Williams in the house. Welcome to the broadcast, sir. Big day tomorrow for Allied Plumbing and Heat. We got a lot of work to do tomorrow, Mr. Snipes.
Oh, you really? Okay.
And before that, Ace Soden's coming into work too. So before Ace Soden gets kicked off, he's going to want to start the week on a good note with a Super Bowl win. He may be a little cranky tomorrow if he loses.
Nah, he won't be too cranky, man. You'll help him out. Just get him a little sandwich in the morning, and he'll be fine.
And the graphical wizard, Arned MDK, in the house, man. We have some solid graphics, Mr. Snipes, coming our way. He made us a bunch of Discord profile pics for Men 22, and I got to tell you, man, they are absolutely money. Make sure you guys check him out on Discord. Him and Jagoda do a lot of cool work, a lot of templates you guys can buy and use them for your league. Top-notch stuff. I know Snipes TV uses a lot of it as well.
Oh man, yeah, I just got a couple from Jagoda like a couple days ago, and I used them in the I used some of them actually in the NFC Championship game. And let me tell you, man, if you guys are trying to up your graphical game for your leagues, these are the guys to definitely hit up, man. There's just no question about it, man. It makes everything so easy to do. Just incredible and so intuitive, and just a big shout out to those guys, man, for continuing to do these things for the Madden community. It's fantastic.
Sad Atlanta fan in the house. This guy really made an impression on the league, a positive impression. I enjoy every one of his streams. He actually, professionally, him and D-Geist, excuse me, they professionally stream their games, man. It's awesome to watch them. They got the little camera on them and stuff, overlay. It's pretty cool. He does a fantastic job. His comment there, we'll roll it back here so you can see it. He says he played, now he had a good season himself too. He played Stu Kid this season. He beat him by 7. That's a big game right there. Sad Atlanta fan, a very good user. He's going for Ace Soden in this one as well.
Hey, look, again, there's going to be a lot of people talking about and see SL out there saying I'm going to win the bowl. You're right. But there's a lot of people, let me tell you, for this game, man, that would like to see Ace Soden win this game. You know what I mean? I would have no problem at all with Ace Soden winning this ball game, man. I mean, again, my biggest thing with any type of Super Bowl, I just want to see a great Super Bowl. Soden, you ever see those Super Bowls that it's just a complete blowout, and there's nothing really to even talk about in the game, and you got to start talking about other things. That's just something I really want to see. I just want to see an epic Super Bowl, both of these guys going back and forth, tit for tat, and let's just see who the best man win. That's all I want to see today.
In the NFC Conference, runner-up, the Manny in the house, the New York Football Giants. Had a fantastic season. I had him plugged as my Super Bowl favorite, too. He just had kind of a letdown second half in Seattle. On Snipes TV, as a matter of fact, J-Dubs went over some of the highlights in that one. Chuba Hubbard absolutely balled out in that game.
Hey, listen, and I'll tell you what, in that NFC Championship game, the one question that I had while I was calling that game is, and I don't know if I might have mentioned it in the stream. I'm not exactly sure, but the one question that I had in that game was, why didn't he go to Evan Ingram more? Because I've seen so many people play with the New York Giants in next gen. I'm not even talking current gen at all, but next gen for some reason. Evan Ingram is money. He catches everything. He blows everybody out of the water. And I was just wondering at the time, why didn't he go to Evan Ingram as much, more in that ball game? I was very curious to know that.
And Jacob McDonald has a question. He says, is that Jameis in a Pats jersey? And the answer is no. It's TJ. He says he's right there with you, Mr. Snipes. And Manny says he hates blowout Super Bowls. I'm hoping this is like the Seahawks-Patriots Super Bowl in the NFL. That was a great Super Bowl. Tom Brady versus Russell Wilson came right down to the end. 1 yard separated the two teams.
Man, that was an epic Super Bowl, man. Even the Super Bowl back in the day with the Titans were just an inch away. If McNair could get into that end zone, oh my gosh! Super Bowls like that are just epic, man. You just can't beat them, man. But what was the best? What was the best Super Bowl, right, Soden?
Which one? The Giants versus the Patriots, the undefeated season, the helmet catch. I will agree with you. Even though my Pats didn't win, that was a very good Super Bowl. One of my favorites.
Man, It was the best in the world for me because I was there. So I actually went to that bowl. I spent a lot of green getting to that bowl, and I got there, and thank goodness I wasn't disappointed.
Yeah, that was a very good Super Bowl. That was holding on that play too, by the way, Mr. Snipes.
Hey, you know what? You're right. I'll be the first man to admit you are absolutely right. But you know the NFL, they don't catch every single holding call, let me tell you.
Sean Lowe says that's Jacoby Brissett. He is correct. I used Jacoby Brissett's image here for Tua. I did not have time to do a face swap on it, so wouldn't have been too hard on that one. Probably could have gotten it done. I had a couple images, but just ran out of time. The price you pay when you're remodeling half your house.
And shout out to Soden too, man. You are something special, man. Sitting here and getting this done and doing the things that you're doing there in the Soden household as well too, man. Yeah, man. Much salute to you, brother.
And it's just about game time here, guys. We have about 4 minutes until kickoff, waiting for these two teams to go to the controller select screen. We will get that kickoff hopefully started. I can see A. Soden is absolutely ready. We were watching his practice earlier, warming up. Who's your X factor here for each team, Mr. Snipes? Who's going to be the go-to, the actual X factor, not the in-game X factor, but the actual X factor for each team, in your opinion?
You know what? For Seattle, it's going to be Chuba Hubbard. I think Seattle with Chuba Hubbard, almost 2,000 yards in the regular season. And the fact that the man had 39 rushing touchdowns, I got to see him have just a great running game to start everything off here. I think if the defense for the Patriots can come through and stop Chuba by just a little bit, if they could stop Chuba, I think the defense across the board for the Pats are going to be the X factor. I can't give one specific person for the Pats. I have to say the defense, because if they can stop Chuba, I think he'll be okay, and I think he'll keep himself in this ball game.
Now, watching the Patriots in the playoffs, I'll cue up the defense. I'll give you the X factor for the Patriots on defense here for you. To me, it's this man here. He only has 4 interceptions. He does have 6 pass defenses. His first forced fumble, came in the game last week versus Master Weave, and it was huge. But if you watch the Patriots operate, he has 76 tackles. That's more than most linebackers. And he doesn't. And A. Soden doesn't play a single high safety look. This is this guy getting it done in the passing game, coming up, hitting those tight ends. The Patriots, about middle of the road on defense, but they are the best defense versus a tight end. Next gen stats. The number 1 defense versus a tight end, they're going up against this guy. And this is my X factor for Seattle. I think this man right here has to have a big game for Seattle. Nope, I'm sorry. I got the wrong one. Wrong one. Let me cue that one up correctly. It is this guy right here, Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce brought over with a trade with the Kansas City Chiefs, a 99 overall X-Factor tight end. Look at that, 75 receptions, 6 touchdowns, 1,100 yards. That is someone who will complement an outstanding run game, maybe the best run game in the league, with Chuba Hubbard. Play action, Travis Kelce, take advantage of a user, and chances are we're going to see A. Soden usering Duger a decent amount in this game, trying to take it away. So to me, those two people are going to go head-to-head, and I think that's going to decide this game, provided we don't have somebody with a ton of turnovers.
Well, you mentioned Kyle Duger, and then you're looking at Travis Kelce. So, but both of those guys, again, we're going to see if they kind of, weigh each other out. You know what I mean? We're going to see if that kind of happens. But my biggest thing, again, it's that defense for the Pats. It's a solid defense. It's a slept-on defense. And I think that they can definitely get this game. But the biggest thing is they're going to have to make sure that they can stop Chuba. Chuba is a problem. He's a problem. He's always been a problem. All year long, even in current gen, Chuba Hubbard has been a problem in Madden. And he is just somebody that you got to watch out for. And again, for right now, for Stu Kid, to have this kind of guy here that's doing what he's doing, running for almost 2,000 yards, and these many touchdowns, I mean, it's absolutely breathtaking what this guy has done.
He's a combination of Derrick Henry and probably, I would say, Chubb at running back. He's got speed and he's got power. 42 broken tackles ranks him 3rd in the league. And then you look at that, 32 touchdowns. He threw more touchdown passes than 14 other quarterbacks in the league.
It's just sick, man. It's sick what this guy has done, man. And again, he does it on a regular basis. He does it on a regular basis this season. I'm curious to see what's going to happen with him come Madden 22 because he was just a juggernaut. As far as Madden 21, he was just a complete juggernaut.
It looks like these two guys are about ready to go. We're going to pay the bills here thanks to our Nerd Show sponsors here after this Nerd Show break. We will start Super Bowl 109.
Welcome to Nerd TV. Today's Nerd Show is brought to you by Soden Bowl, the best in competitive gaming e-league since 2009, featuring the industry's best live game broadcasts, rewards benefits, RSA certified memorabilia auctions, and much, much more. Join in on the fun today. Check out SodenBowl.com to become part of the community, or download the app on Google Play and iTunes now. And in part by Allied Plumbing and Heat, located in Colorado Springs, Colorado, and servicing the greater Colorado Springs area. For all your commercial and residential plumbing and heating needs, call Allied today at 719-339-9118. Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name you can trust.
All right, thank you, Mr. Mars and Nerd TV. Ace Soden, go ahead, ready up. Looks like they actually already are, so we'll get this broadcast started. We are underway. Snipes, what's your pick?
Hey, I'm going Seahawks in this ball game. I'm going 31-27.
31-27, you heard it there. And you know what? I'm going to go Seahawks too because I went with them earlier. I'm going to take the Seahawks in this one as well. I think they're going to win by 10. I'm going to say 31-21 Seahawks. And Ace Oden's going to throw 3 interceptions in this game. As it looks like the Seahawks will get the football first. Ball on the 25-yard line, a game of 10-6, New England Patriots versus the 15-1 Seattle Seahawks, the Stew Kid, versus Ace Soden, the prodigy as Mars calls him. Wilson starting out in the gun. Chubba Hubbard, the lone running back, number 44, just got his superstar last week. And that's going to be a screen out to the right side. Good pursuit by the Patriots. And a gain of 2.
And that's a good job right there to start off on defense here for the Pats. Again, getting a couple tackles in. We'll get the first tackle in on Chubba Hubbard on that halfback screen. That's a good first play, though, however, there for Stu Kid.
And Wilson out of the gun, 2nd down and 8. Has a receiver open. That is Travis Kelce with a huge juke move. And he turns on the Jets down the sideline. And down to the 33-yard line goes the Seattle Seahawks.
And Soden, you discussed it. You talked about it just a few minutes ago. This man, Travis Kelce, is going to be the X factor. You called it. I have to agree right now. That is definitely an X factor on this drive at the very least for Stu Kid.
And there's a give to Chubba Hubbard, and he is stuffed. Good tackle on the play by the Patriots. Just a gain of 1. Brings up a 2nd down and 9.
And that's how you kind of get it started on the defensive side. Again, you get a good stop the first time around with Chubba Hubbard. Now another good stop right here. Only gets him a gain of 1. Good play right there on defense.
And out of the gun is Wilson. Protection breaking down, throwing into coverage. A tipped ball knocked away by the New England Patriots. Kind of odd. Both teams with blue jerseys in this game.
Yeah, a little bit odd right there, but on that particular play, definitely looking like just trying to cover that little corner route there, and he did a great job this time. Ace Soda did after getting beat by Travis Kelce on the same type of play. They're down to 9 now.
And the X Factor empties the formation. Watch for Kelce in the slot. And back to throw is Wilson. Has a receiver. throws it over the middle, and that is knocked away. A little late getting it out to Chuba Hubbard. And that's going to force a field goal attempt here on 4th down and 9.
Hey, look, that's winner chicken dinner right there for Ace Soden. That's great job on defense. Should have got a pick there, but nonetheless, he's holding them to 3.
And that just sneaks in, and the Seattle Seahawks take a 3-0 lead.
Patriots nothing.
Patriots take it out. This is Thurman, a superstar kick returner for the Patriots. He's the best kick returner in the league. And the Seattle Seahawks take him down before the 25-yard line. So the Patriots, with their first drive of the game, starting out on the 23, they're going to go with a bunch formation. They have a pair of running backs they like to use. You have Le'Veon Bell, who gets the carry here, a nice little cutback. And they're going to move it up to the 27-yard line.
Good first run there by Le'Veon Bell, 1,209-yard rusher here. This is a guy here, again, that he can get the juices flowing as well, too. He can run the football very well, and he's got a couple good backs here on this team. We'll see what he can continue to do here on this drive.
And that is a gain of -1. 3rd down and 7 for the New England Patriots on the 26-yard line.
Not a good swing pass there at all. Not a good first pass by TT, but now 3rd down and 7, man. You put yourself in a situation here. You don't want to start off like this against Stu Kid.
And he's going to throw for the sideline and knocked away. Brings up a quick 4th down and 7. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver.
Definitely not a good start here for Ace Soden. 3 and out on that one. So he's got to get it together here, man. He's got to kind of get his ducks in a row offensively. But definitely not a good way to start.
And a little bit of a late hit there out of bounds, but they don't call it. And Seattle now on the 2nd possession of the game. Here's your head-to-head. The number 4 offense versus the number 2. 13 defense versus the 4th. 10 and 6 versus 15 and 1, and an 8-point dog are the Patriots. There's a give to Chuba Hubbard. It's a fake. Wilson rolling out, and he has Travis Kelce. I'm sorry, that's the backup tight end.
Man, I tell you what, right now, Stu Kid is in a flow. I mean, he doesn't have a touchdown on the board yet, but he's in a flow right now offensively. And he's a guy, man, you're going to keep getting him going, man. It's just going to be a problem to stop in this game.
And there's Chuba Hubbard, his 2nd carry. Goes for about 8 yards. 2nd down and 2. Ball at midfield. Again, if you're just joining us, Super Bowl 109, sponsored by Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name that you can trust, in GoLiveT-shirts.com, the official threads of the Soden Bowl Network. I'm S. Soden. I'm joined tonight with the GOAT, Mr. Snipes TV. And that's going to be a 1st down as they cross midfield into Patriot territory for a 2nd time. Ball down to the 47-yard line. Earl Thomas III with the tackle. 1st down and 10 for the Seahawks. As they go single back formation, Chuba Hubbard the lone running back. And that's another fake as Wilson sprinting to the right, throws the leak down pass to Travis Kelce, knocked out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Nice looking play.
Again, these plays right now that Stu Kid's coming out with, they're just perfect play calls right now. He's coming out, he's making perfect play calls, cannot deny what he's trying to do here. He's just trying to keep him on his toes, and he's doing a great job doing it right now offensively.
And Chuba Hubbard with another 1st down up to the 34-yard line. 4 carries, 19 yards for Chuba Hubbard.
At the 34-yard line.
So they're going to go from the gun. Hubbard remains in the game at running back. He's got 2 X factors lined up next to each other on the wide receiver side. And there's a flag on the play. Has an open receiver. That is Steve Largent, as he is up and out of bounds at the 34-yard line, but that's going to come back, Mr. Snipes.
That's a good play call nonetheless. Regardless of the holding right there, that's a fantastic play call, and it continues to show what Steve Largent does within this game. He is absolutely insane and the top receiver on this squad.
A snug formation for Wilson. First down and 20, looking for the flag route into coverage and knocked away. Good defensive play by J.C. Jackson.
Good defensive play by the receiver as well, too. He knew that interception was coming, so he just decided to swat that thing away. That's a good job there and good effort.
Second down and 20, ball on the 44-yard line. Seahawks go down the field on their first drive, get 3 points. Patriots go 3 and out. As Soden now pinches the line, Wilson back to throw from the gun, has a crosser, and he's going to get about half the yardage back here. Brings up a third down and 9.
Now, I think on a play like this right here, he could hit him with another play action. He's in field goal range, so we can hit him with another play action here. Try to land a couple people open here. Let's see what he could do. Maybe a couple crossers as well.
And he has the first down. That is Travis Kelce. Another big reception for the X-Factor tight end for the Seattle Seahawks as the Seahawks now cross 100 yards of offense.
And listen, you said it before. Travis Kelce is their man. He is their bread and butter, their X factor. And you're showing improvement right now. You are absolutely right on it thus far. But Chubbard's not having a bad day either. Let's see if he gets him involved again.
And there's a give to Hubbard going up the middle. Great job working through the line. And he brings it all the way down to the 13-yard line. 28 yards on 5 carries. Second down and 3 for the Seahawks.
And I think that's what he wants to do right now. He is trying to get the passing game going to open it up for Chuba. Chuba's getting a couple good runs here, little 7-8 yard gains here and there, and he's showing improvement right now that he's got a game plan for Soden's defense. And this is a stout defense like we talked about earlier. And let's see what he can continue to do here on second down.
And they're going to go single back formation. Hubbard remains in the game at running back. There's a give to Hubbard trying to get the edge. He does. And he also gets a first down and goal at the 9-yard line.
Well, five yards a carry right now for Chuba. That's a good start. That's a great start right now in a Super Bowl.
Patriots desperately looking for a stop here. As they'll go 2 tight ends, and that'll take us to the second quarter. Seahawks lead 3-0 in a fast-moving 109th Super Bowl here in Soden Bowl history. First down and goal from the 9. Give to Hubbard, trying to get around the outside. Sprints around the outside and knocked out at the 2-yard line.
And again, continuing to give the ball to Chuba Hubbard. Now on this second down play here, I'm hitting him with a play action. And if I don't see anything, I'm throwing it away. But I'm hitting him with a play action here. He's suspecting Hubbard here right now.
Marshawn Lynch somewhere is criticizing that as they have a second down and goal from the 2-yard line. And Hubbard's going to get the football, and he is stuffed. Loss of 2 on the play. Should have listened to Mr. Snipes.
Should have listened right there, man. Should have listened right there.
From the 4.
It's third down and goal to go.
Should have definitely listened right there, man. That play action would have been open on a rollout.
Patriots flipping the defensive play. They're going to go gun. Now running back in motion. Watch for that swing. And they swing it out to Hubbard. And he is taken down. Great open field tackle by Uche. Uche with a huge interception in the AFC Championship game to seal the deal. Makes a big tackle here on 4th down and goal from the 3.
Uche Mama getting it done on that one. That's a big play right there. And just like that, now 4th and goal forces him to kick a field goal. That is huge for Soden. Now only being down by 6. Fantastic job by the Pats defense.
And 2 good red zone holds by Soden. But the Seahawks lead 6-0. 2 drives, 2 field goals. And the Patriots about to get the football back for the second time in this game. They need a first down here, Mr. Snipes. They have to drive the football.
Yeah, he's got to get something going here, man. Again, a 3-and-out first time around. Didn't have the ball long enough, but he's got to get something going here at this point, man. Start getting the passing game coming. I would say come out here first down, Soden. Come out here first down. Pass the football. Get a couple passing plays out. Get your thirst quenched a little bit here for your wide receivers. Get them involved a little bit. Pass the ball. See what you can do, and then push the run after that. 33
touchdowns, 29 interceptions on the season for Tua. As he is in the gun, his second drive of the game. Now rolling out to the left. He's going to throw over the middle, and that's a catch.
There you go.
Nice play by the New England Patriots. That is the X-Factor tight end on the Pats side, Devin Asiasi, with his first catch of the game.
That's big right there. Devin Asiasi is definitely a quality player here in Madden, and he showed a proof right there on that play.
And there's a nice play fake by Tua. He throws it behind a receiver, and it's knocked away. And here's a look at Asiasi's season. 1,100 yards, 78 receptions, 12 touchdowns, but he did have 5 drops.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Those drops are always key, especially in specific games, but this is not a game here that he's going to want to drop the football.
And Tua out of the gun here, 2nd down and 10. Now he's running around and hit as he throws and somehow completes the pass to Asiasi.
Wow. What a play there, let me tell you. He got hit on that play. That's why that ball came out fluttered like that. But Asiasi, he wasn't even the intended receiver. He was looking for that crosser going above Asiasi, but he got hit. He got very lucky that Asiasi was there. Big play there. 3rd down and inches.
And there's a fake throwing over the middle and a reception made. A ballsy call there by A. Soden.
Oh, my gosh. Extremely ballsy call right there, but he gets the 1st down. And A. Soden is listening to a brother. He is out here slinging the rock right now. Call that man. Call that man. I ain't going to call him that. I'm not even going to call him that. I'm not even going to call him that, Soden. I believe him alone right now. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait till see what he can do here on his next couple of drives.
And there's a give to Bell. It's another fake now. Scrambling to the right. He throws it away at the last second. Tagovailoa is just 4 of 7 for 51 yards so far in this game, Mr. Snipes. A big drive here for the New England Patriots. They have a 2nd down and 10 from the 28-yard line.
Exactly. This is a drive right now that he's got to punch this thing in the end zone. He could take the lead here. This would be huge to punch this thing in.
And out of the gun, a deep drop back. Now he flares it down to the running back, but he drops it. I believe McFarland was the intended receiver. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 from the 28-yard line. A field goal here is not bad, as the Pats defense has been pretty good in the red zone. And Tua coming out from the gun. Back to throw, great protection. And he's going to throw over the middle into coverage, and Asiasi makes the contested catch and gets the 1st down.
That pass right there, I mean, wow. Off the back foot, and he makes that catch. Asiasi, I'm telling you, man, just too much.
That was a sidearm around that jumping defender. And there's a give to McFarland trying to go up the middle. This Seattle Seahawks team is very, very hard to run the football on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we don't want to show that yet.
Brings up 2nd.
Sneak peek.
Sneak peek.
We'll get to the intended graphic here in a minute as TT's out of the gun. Now rolling to the right, throwing into coverage again, and the reception is made again.
Wow.
That is Nagata with the reception. Cue up the correct graphic here, Mr. Snipes. Run defense. The Seahawks with the number 2 run defense, number 4 defense in the league. And Bobby Wagner, a big factor there. Now that graphic that did pop up is our Madden 22 team selection draft order. We'll get to that after halftime. And there's an easy pitch and catch. The first touchdown of the game goes to Devin Asiasi. And pending an extra point here, the Patriots will have a 1-point lead. Kick up, and it is good.
Listen, now I get to say it. Call that man the pharmaceutical distributor, because he is slinging this rock. This whole drive, it has been the Asiasi show, and he does it right there, and now he's got the lead, 7-6. Great drive by A. Soden.
At their own 25-yard line.
And the Seattle Seahawks now with the 3rd possession of the game. They start out on the 25-yard line. Russell Wilson operating out of the gun. Hubbard remains in the game at running back. Watch for Kelsey in the slot on the right side. Steve Largent slot on the left side. And a beautiful blitz pickup on J.J. Watts as they're going to sling this ball deep into coverage, and he catches it. Somehow. The Hall of Fame wide receiver Steve Largent comes down with the jump ball.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Unbelievable. And I know right now Soden is just licking his chops. That should have been an interception.
And Russell Wilson with an errant throw on that one. 8 of 12 for 127 yards. And in one play, they're in field goal range with about 2.5 minutes left until halftime. Wilson from the gun. Great protection. Throws it out to the right side, and he's going to be close to another first down. They're going to give it to him. First down and 10 on the 23-yard line. Robbie Anderson with his first catch of the game. J.C. Jackson with his third tackle.
There's definitely another guy right there, Robbie Anderson, that you got to watch out for. He's a tough guy here in this Madden game. And somebody that once he gets started, man, he's hard to stop.
Now, as much as Ace Soden may hate that deep throw to Steve Largent, he did have a couple contested catches on the last drive himself.
Yes, he did.
Now, there's Kyle Duggar
Indeed.
at safety. We mentioned that in the pregame. Ace Soden controlling Duggar. As Russell Wilson operating out of the gun. A single high safety look for the New England Patriots. As we hit the 2-minute warning here. In Super Bowl 109, as Wilson is now back to throw. He's thrown to the right side. Travis Kelce with excellent separation and a touchdown. What a combination these two have been for the Seattle Seahawks as the kick is up and it is good.
And that's one of the reasons right here why you do not want to have a single high safety. Travis Kelce is too much of a problem to do any type of defense like that whatsoever. You can't do that. You have to have somebody back there on that side wherever Kelce is at. A great job and a great read by Stu Kidd on that play.
And the Seahawks take a 13-7 lead with 1:52 left until halftime. Both teams with all 3 timeouts. As the New England Patriots here with the football on the 21-yard line. TT out of the gun. Excellent protection, thrown for the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Seahawks, and he's going to walk into the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. That is not what you wanted to see if you're a New England Patriots fan.
The kicker on for the extra point.
As they will attempt the extra point here. Kick up, and it is good.
His kick is
That is definitely not what you want to see here. TT throwing it the wrong way. And this man rolls out. TTC to the crib for the pick 6 score. And now the Hawks taking a commanding lead here. Stu Kidd on top, getting it done.
And that's a horrible, horrible return by Thurman. Just out to the 14-yard line, but the Patriots with plenty of time here. They do get the football in the second half, as they're going to need to go down the field here and get some kind of points. As he's going to throw to the right side, and he has the reception. That is Nagata.
I tell you what, I like the catch. I like what Nagata did there, but I just don't like the throw. I don't like where you're throwing that football like that. It's like you're being a little bit reckless right now. You got to settle down, Soden.
And he's thrown into coverage again, and that is intercepted. A second interception by TT. And the Seattle Seahawks now get the football at the 17-yard line. The second interception thrown by Ace Soden as Wilson comes out in the gun. And there's a fake. Now Wilson rolling out to the right. He's going to fling it, has an open receiver, and a first down up to the 48-yard line. That is Robbie Anderson.
Man, I just have to go back to that last interception. I just got done saying you got it. Ace Soden has to settle down. You can't get crazy And sure enough, he throws another crazy interception.
And
He's got to
Chuba
settle
Hubbard
down.
with a nice carry, a huge hit up to the 43-yard line.
And now he's sitting now at a 2nd and inches, man, and he can get anybody he wants to involved in this game now simply because of Ace Soden's just, he's just got to settle down at this point. You're nowhere near out of this game. Settle down, make proper plays.
We have a 2nd down in inches with about 50 seconds left until halftime. That's a fake. Wilson rolling out to the right, and that looks like it's going to be pass interference on J.C. Jackson. It is. Pass interference. Ball on the 27-yard line with 48 seconds left until halftime. A field goal is huge here for the Seahawks.
Indeed. But I'll tell you what, on that last play just now, listen, that was a PI, but it wasn't going to be able to be caught, so I don't know if I would have made that call.
And Chuba Hubbard with a huge carry up to the 14-yard line, 57 yards on 10 carries. For the fleet of foot, Chuba Hubbard. And the clock continues to run here, 30 seconds and counting. And there is the end around to Steve Largent. And a good hit by the Patriots, but I think they knock him out of bounds. No, they say that he is inbounds. Seattle has to burn a timeout.
I'll tell you what, man, Chuba Hubbard, I love what he does in this game, but that last play just now, with that reverse, he just whiffs on a block. That could have helped him get some more yards there. That's a terrible play on Chuba Hubbard's part. He only gets 2 out of the deal, but he could have had way more on that one.
Patriots challenging the receivers at the line here. 2nd down and 8 from the 13-yard line. Wilson back to throw, now rolling out to the right. Throwing back across his body to Chuba Hubbard, who makes a nice cutback. And he's going to be close to a 1st down. And Seattle has to burn their final timeout here with 10 seconds left. 3rd down and inches from the 5.
If I'm Seattle here right now, to be honest with you, 10 seconds left, I'm going to go ahead and kick a field goal here. In the Super Bowl, you TYP. You take your points when you can get them. That's it. And you just have to go ahead and do that now, but he's not going to do it. We'll see what happens here.
And it's got to be a throw, because if they run, they'll run themselves out of time. Wilson's going to try to scramble with this thing, and he's going to get hit in the field of play, I believe.
They give him the first. So they stop the clock.
They're going to say he is out of bounds on the play.
Wow.
A break there for the Seahawks as they will line up for the field goal. And the kick is up, and it is good. And that, my friend, will take us to halftime here on the Soden Bowl Network. We'll see you after the half. Welcome back to the second half here, sponsored by Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name that you can trust. First half adjustments, Mr. Snipes.
Adjustments is real simple. Calm down. Calm down if you're the Patriots. You don't have to go overboard and crazy right now. That's a good pass right there. But you just don't have to get crazy with it right now. You don't have to just force passes. Calm down, play your game. And on the other side with Stu Kid, keep doing what you're doing. You're playing an epic game right now. Just keep doing what you're doing. You're going to walk home with a Super Bowl trophy.
A beautiful pitch and catch by Tua to take us out of halftime. And another beautiful pitch and catch. Here's a look at that last play, Mr. Snipes.
And again, this is a good play right here. I'm sorry we didn't get the call a second ago, but man, epic play right there. And that's a good way to get the half started. But you got to keep it up. And again, just don't make crazy decisions just because you can.
And a first down here for Tua. All day to throw. He throws into coverage there, knocked away at the last second. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. Second down and 10 from the 30.
I love Jacoby Myers, man. I love what he does. But that right there was definitely the wrong route to call there. Simply because of the fact that you drop it back a little bit too far to throw a route like that. He's wide open.
And he throws on the run and overthrows an open receiver. 3rd down and 10 from the 30.
TT, what are you doing? He's wide open. Oh my gosh, that was a score.
And a 3rd down and 10 from the 30. TT out of the gun. Throws, has a wide open receiver. That is Devin Asiasi with another reception.
All right, DA all day, continuing to keep the chains moving. Let's see if he can punch this thing back in again. Asiasi's the only one with a score on this team here today. Let's see if he can do it again.
And they're going to come out in the gun. McFarland checks into the game at running back. We have a screen setting up to the left side. Has blockers out in front. And a beautiful play by the New England Patriots will get them into the end zone and tighten this game up.
Touchdown, Patriots.
Good job by Ace Soden to use those blocks. A nice move right there. And it gets Ace Soden into the end zone pending an extra point here. We'll have a 9-point game.
Point conversion.
He's going to go for 2. Trying to make it an 8-point game, and he'll stay a 10-point lead. As we take a look at this replay.
I didn't understand the play call there, but I do understand this one here. The sticky icky here for McFarland. Take a look at this one. TTC to the crib. McFarland for the score. That is huge right there. But going for the 2, I didn't understand that, but hey, it is what it is.
And nice stick work compliments in the chat. That was a beautiful play. Ace Soden's been really good with the stick work here in the playoffs. As Russell Wilson will come out in the gun. Patriots trying to make it an 8.1 score lead there for the Seahawks on that play, but they fail. And they're going to throw into coverage and knocked away. Steve Largent, the intended receiver. 2nd down and 10 from the 25.
A little bit scary right there at the end of that play because that ball was up in the air a little bit. Got very lucky and wasn't picked off there. Good job on defense by Ace Soden.
And a wide open receiver, Travis Kelce with a 1st down. Up to the 40-yard line. Kelce putting in a lot of work in this game.
I'm telling you, he definitely is. And I'll tell you what as well, Stu Kid with the dottage here today. He's just completely dotting the Patriots offense up and down the field constantly. Just a great game so far by Stu Kid.
And a beautiful block there on the outside. Chuba Hubbard gets the corner and a 1st down.
Wow, Chuba, man. Chuba is just chugging along here in this game. He is playing absolutely phenomenal. Travis Kelce, as you can see on the screen, he's the guy right there as well, too, that's been the bread and butter. Stu Kid right now just knows what he's doing with these teams, with this team, excuse me. And he's just playing phenomenal football thus far. He's been doing it throughout the whole time he's been here.
And the Seahawks going to come out in an I formation. 1st down and 10 from the 47-yard line. A great answer here to the Patriots' last drive as Chuba Hubbard powers forward. Now 75 yards on 12 carries.
And this is what champions do. This is what champions do. They get scored on, and they make a decision to come back, settle down, and play their game, their style, their brand of football. And that's what Stu Kid is doing right now. Great ball game so far.
Nice play action as Travis Kelce will fall down at the 30-yard line. A 1st down and 10 for the Seahawks as they are in field goal position here, leading by 10 points. As Kelce now goes over 100 yards on 6 catches.
Soden, you called it, man. I got to give you your props. I got to salute you. I know you can see me here and here. I got to salute you. Great call.
Chuba Hubbard running forward again down to the 23-yard line, and he's approaching 100 yards as well. 82 yards on 13 carries. 2nd down and 3, a big drive here for both teams. You can't allow another touchdown if you're this Patriots defense. Operating out of the gun is Russell Wilson. Safety's moving up in the box. Watch for Travis Kelce in the slot on that right side. And it's going to be a give to Hubbard, trying to go forward, gets the 1st down. And down to the 17-yard line, 87 yards on 14 carries, a 1st down and 10. And more time coming off the clock here.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And Soden, Soden, listen, I guess we could say, you know what I'm going to say? I guess we could say we're both right. in this situation. You talked about your X factor. I talked about mine. Both of them are dominating this game today. They have been absolutely relentless through this entire game today. Chubb is almost at 100 yards. Kelsey has a couple touchdowns and 100 yards. I mean, it's just been crazy so far.
I was taking notes during that Snipes broadcast on the NFC Championship game. I saw Kelsey lighten it up. Yeah, watch for Largent in the slot on that right side. Pistol formation. It's a screen setting up to the left side. Hubbard makes one miss. Makes a second guy miss. A third miss.
Look at that man.
First
Look at
down.
that man.
And down to the pylon and knocked out at the 2-yard line goes Chubba Hubbard.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
Oh, my gosh. Chubba Hubbard. This man is amazing. Look at this dude. I mean, what can you say? What can you say at this point?
And if you're the Patriots defensive line, you can say we are not done yet. A nice stop there on the goal line. Second down and goal from the 2.
If I'm Stu Kidd, I'm giving it to Chubba here. He deserves it after that last play. Listen, give it to him right now. He deserves his touchdown.
And a beautiful cutback, and he is stuffed at the line again. Third down and goal. They're going to give him a yard. Third down and goal from the 1. Nice pursuit by Teddy Bruschi on the play.
And you give it to him again. That's all I'm going to say. Give it to him again. Make it happen here. But
the
he won't
defense
this
now
time.
shifting the line, and they're going to give it to a different running back, and he is into the end zone. A rare touchdown by another Seattle Seahawk running back. And the Seahawks putting the pressure on New England as they are about to go up 30-13.
The kicker on for the point after.
Pending the extra point. We have that replay for you, Mars. I know you want to see it again. Kick up, and it is good. 12 plays, 74 yards. They took 5 minutes off the clock, and to me, this was the play of the drive.
That was definitely the play of the drive right there. Let me tell you, Chubba Hubbard, he is just absolutely sensational. He's incredible. And just for everybody's thought right there, Jared Patterson was that last running back that got in for that score. Big play there by Jared Patterson to put them up now 30-13 in an epic battle here right now. Soden's got a tough comeback ahead of him right now.
He's got a tough one. He's come back from worse deficits here. Entering the fourth quarter here, it's third quarter with just under a minute left. The Patriots, if they can get a touchdown here, they have a chance. They're going to have to depend on their defense, and they're going to have to stop Chubba Hubbard. But first, they have to get down the field, and they have to score a touchdown on this drive. So that's a give to Le'Veon up to the 17-yard line, just his second carry of the game.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
And I think that's kind of a problem right now as well, too. We did talk earlier about Soden try to establish the pass game. He's established it, you know what I mean? But now try to get your running backs in a little bit more. You know what I mean? You still got time, plenty of time to get back in this ball game. You got a full quarter left. You got a good defense. Your defense has to step up and get something done here.
Third down and 4, ball on the 20-yard line as we have just 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Patriots trying to string something together on this drive, get themselves back in this game. And they're going to come out from the gun. McFarland, the lone running back. They get the snap off before half. Back to throw is Tua. He's going to wind up and throw this ball deep. 2 users trying to make a play, and he's got it. He dropped it. Devin Ossie had the reception and dropped the football. We mentioned drops with Ossie earlier in the game. 5 drops. That would be his 6th drop on the season and a huge drop. 4th down and 4 from the 20, and must go position here for the Patriots. From the gun, McFarland in the backfield. Has McFarland open. That is a first down. Nice play by Soden. Way to be patient. Hit that open receiver and a first down and 10. Up to the 33-yard line. Welcome to the broadcast, Hall of Fame head coach. Seahawks 37-26. Cheering on his Seahawks. And back to throw, pressure breaking down. He throws into coverage and almost threads the needle.
I was wondering on that play right there who he was trying to throw it to, because it looked like he had like another guy right underneath, and I thought he was trying to throw it to him, and it was just overthrown.
And back to throw is Tua. Now rolling out to the right, he's got pursuit coming after him. He flips it out of bounds, and that's going to be a late hit on the quarterback. Shaquille Barrett gets flagged on the play, and that's a huge penalty.
That is a tremendous penalty, but that went in A. Soden's way right there. Now let's see if he can step up and get something going here on the offensive side. Now might need a quick score here.
And Tua with good protection. He's got a flag route, but he throws it behind the receiver. And that's going to be a 50-50 knockaway at about the 10-yard line. 2nd down and 10. I like the play. Just Tua couldn't get enough under the football.
A little bit of a duck throw there by TT.
And back to throw again is Tua. 2nd down and 10. Throwing for the sideline in shades of the first quarter, as that is Boye's 2nd interception at the 37-yard line.
Listen, Boye is just, he's that dude in this game here today. His 2nd pick of the day. And that's a testament right there to how TT's been throwing the football. He's got a couple situations, and the situations where it just looked like a duck. And the last 2 passes were straight ducks for TT.
Manny agrees with you. Tua throwing ducks. And that is Chuba Hubbard with the carry. And that's a gain of 1. 2nd down and 9 for the Seattle Seahawks. That's a huge stop for the Seahawks as they are in good field position. At the 39-yard line, they can take off 3 or 4 minutes here off this drive.
I'm going to tell you what, even with that run right there, Chuba Hubbard only gains 1 on the play, but he just ran it so effortlessly, just running and just being so tough with the football. He's such a great running back in this ballgame.
And they're going to throw into coverage and knocked away, almost intercepted on the play.
That should have been picked right there. That should have been an interception. Had that been a different type of safety back there, he may have ran up to that ball and got an easy pick on that one. That should have been a pick.
We have a 3rd down and 9 as Seattle fails to pull any time off the clock on that play, and they're going to throw it again here on 3rd down and 9. Has a receiver open. That's a 1st down, and that is Travis Kelce, and that is a dagger in the back of the Patriots as 2 or 3 more minutes are going to come off the clock at the very least, depending on what Seattle does here.
Yeah, it's just going to be tough. It's just so tough to deal with Travis Kelce. You can't double him because you're going to leave other people just wide open. It's just too much of a problem right now dealing with Travis Kelce currently.
Chuba Hubbard gets loose as he crosses the 30 down to about the 25-yard line. They're going to mark him out at the 24 as he goes over 100 yards on 19 carries.
Chuba Hubbard, man, again, that guy, that animal of a running back, and him and Travis Kelce has been absolutely sensational for this offense. They have been unstoppable, undenied. There's just no stopping these guys whatsoever. And no, they do not have DK.
DK Metcalf was traded to the Kansas City Chiefs, and a big deal for Travis Kelce, and a huge hit there by the Patriots. Just about took his head off as Hubbard gets his 20th carry of the season. About 5 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Patriots needing a miracle as they trail 30-13 here in Super Bowl 109. The Patriots, a bit of a Cinderella story, just 10-6 on the season. They made it kind of cruise through the playoffs, and a big win last week versus the Raiders. As Hubbard will power his way down to the 20-yard line, 3rd down and 6. A big 3rd down for the Patriots.
This is a stop right here that is much needed. I think you could put GG's in the chat if he cannot get this 3rd down stop. He's got to hold him to 3 points here, and then obviously has to get back down on offense and make something happen quickly and efficiently. But right now, I'll tell you what, I got to go with Travis Kelce as being the MVP.
And we've got a screen setting up to the left. That is Chuba Hubbard with a 1st down and a face mask at the end of the play. That is Uchi with the foul. That's going to be a 1st down and goal at the 6-yard line. Following this drive, we will have the Madden 25 team selection draft order, 1 through 32. And we'll leave it up for you for about a minute. And if you did not make the list, we have a 2nd league coming out. And then there's always onesies and twosies that just, for whatever reason, they don't join. So make sure you stay patient. That's Largent with the end around. He's going to gain a couple. Good play by the defense. Second down and goal from the 4-yard line as we hit the 4-minute marker here in Super Bowl 109.
This has been just an outstanding game, man. We watched games from Stu Kid before, and he's making himself a legend here in Soden Bowl. I'm going to say it right now. He is making himself a legend here in Soden Bowl. He is showing and proving what he could do in this game. And we know that next gen is, Pro League is next gen. This is the first go-around for next gen. We get that. But if this is a testament to what's going to happen in next gen football, Stu Kid is going to be a problem throughout the entire time being here in Soden Bowl.
And Hubbard is in motion. That's going to get flipped out to Hubbard, and he's going to beat the defense to the byline. Touchdown, Seahawks. Now, we promised you the draft orders. That's pretty much the nail in the coffin here. It's going to make it 37-13. Looks like A. Soden saw that coming, but he could not get to the edge. And here is your draft order. This is Madden 22 team selection draft order. T3s represent Patreon Tier Level 3 supporters. T2s, obviously, Tier 2, and T1s, Tier number 1. Then going down the list from 13 through 32 is based on Soden Bowl points. And then Mr. Irrelevant, I am Rico at number 32.
I'm just kind of looking at this here. And even with number 18 with Cobb, look at Kylo Ren and Young Blue up there, 17 and 18. Man, they're going to get a solid team.
And it's a huge shout out to these guys in Pro League, man. They put up a ton of activity in this last season. Really proud of them, Manny.
Yeah.
Manny getting it done on social media. Sad Atlanta fan, game fan, all over the place. Joe Dubs with the radio show. Young Blue always staying consistent with his activity. Kylo Ren helping out on the staff side. Billy Hoyle moving up the list with Soden Bowl points. New guys on the scene. Loaded Lunatic. He's been excellent. Shout out to Ura. Ura getting it done. J-Cork Hall of Fame head coach at number 23. Papa Smurf at 24. Cavs all day. New guy on the scene. Coach Martini. Another new guy on the scene.
Man, it's going to be a stacked Madden 22 season, let me tell you. It's going to be a stacked season.
So we'll put that away here. Tua rolling out from the gun all day to throw, and that is knocked away at the last second. Third down and 10. Seahawks says he has more points, but the other people have more points than you. The Pro League has been super active the last 2 seasons. A lot of those guys are Pro League members. A lot of guys broadcasting games, getting on Snipes TV. All sorts of accolades. As Tua operating out of the gun on third down and 10, he checks it down. That's McFarland, but he's going to be tackled short of the yard to gain.
And I'll say here for some people as well too that might not have somewhat of an understanding on how the points work. You know what I mean? You know, when you get on, Snipes TV, when you get on Soden Bowl Network, those help you out as well too. So keep in mind when those Wednesday night primetime shines come about, you guys should be itching just chipping to try to get on TV. To not only to be seen as we get a turnover on downs here, not only to be seen, but on top of that, to help you with your Soden Bowl points, so that way you can move up in draft spots and things of that sort. It is definitely important to make sure that you guys are real, active as trying to be a part of these big broadcasts.
And Chuba Hubbard with another carry here. 24 carries, 117 yards, and a touchdown. Somebody mentioned Hubbard as the MVP. I still got to go with Travis Kelce. Kelce with a pair of touchdowns, and he went over 100 yards himself in some big plays on offense, especially on third down.
Yeah, I got to say Travis Kelce as well, too. I think he had a phenomenal game here, even though I wouldn't be mad if they gave it to Chuba, because Chuba was pretty incredible. He might get another one here right now. He's going to finish the deal here? No, he's going to shut him down. That's a good job. Good sportsmanship there by Stu Kid.
And great sportsmanship by Stu Kid. Stu Kid could have taken that to the house. He falls down. Aso not taking any timeouts here. This thing's going to end 37-13 in a fantastic Super Bowl. And a congratulations to A. Soden. He's been in a playoff drought for the last few seasons. He gets his first playoff wins here in Pro League, makes his first Super Bowl. And he just goes up against a really good Seattle Seahawks team that is playing almost perfect football.
Yeah, it wasn't much. There wasn't much of nothing, unfortunately, that A. Soden could do in this ball game. It was, he just was simply, just epic in this game. Both guys, great coaches, played great football here today. But at the end of the day, man, Stu Kid is that man. He is that dude. At the end of the day, Stu Kid is now your Soden Bowl Pro League champion. Congratulations, Stu Kid.
Congratulations, Stu Kid, and congratulations, Patriots, as I'm sure they will be back with some new pieces. And Stu Kid, man, he's been just about perfect this season. 15-1, one letdown loss to I Am Rico, and oh, by the way, last season he went 16-0. So, a fantastic owner. I'm glad he got his Super Bowl in this game. He's deserved it. He's been the winningest head coach here in Soden Bowl Next Gen. Congratulations given from A. Soden. Class there by both guys. And you see Travis Kelce there, one of his 2 touchdowns. A great job. Now, we mentioned the draft order. We'll throw this graphic up. And I don't know why they gave him player of the game.
Debo, really? Really?
We're going to say Travis Kelce is the Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, for real, because there's no way you give seasoning. You don't give seasoning. I call it Debo seasoning. You don't give seasoning any type of MVP in this game when you had Travis Kelce and Chuba Hubbard balling the way they did. Come on now.
And there's something Seattle Seahawks fans never thought they'd see. Hall of Fame wide receiver Steve Largent holding the Super Bowl trophy.
Crazy.
And there you have it. Final score, 37-13. The Seattle Seahawks are your Super Bowl 109 champions. I'm going to throw this draft order back up again for you guys. Screenshot it if you have to. Congratulations. We had over 100 people sign up for Soden Bowl Next Gen access here, and we picked 32 of the best guys we could. We took a lot of guys from Pro League because they were already here. We've got some guys on wait here, just waiting for a chance to get in the league. TJ comes to mind. I see through you. A lot of guys in there that can sneak in here should somebody not join or become inactive. So should be an interesting season, Mr. Snipes.
Yeah, I mean, it happens on a regular basis. Something could possibly happen, and somebody can't get in, and then somebody slides in. It happens all the time. And I mean, what was Stu Kid wasn't even in the bowl, not the bowl. I'm sorry, but in Soden Bowl when we first started, was he?
No, he wasn't. This is his first time coming in the league. He came in with
there it is.
He came in with Kid Spanza, and they really did a good job.
Yeah, absolutely. So so there you have it, guys. Like again, it's just a situation that you just have to be patient. But like Soden said too, there's a second league that's about to pop off too. So keep that in mind too, gentlemen.
Now somebody just asked what gamer tag are you, Ronnie Stewart? We'll let you know where you're at. Said the graphics a little blurry on his end. We'll put it back up for him. Here, we'll do it with a black background for you so you can see it.
What's the gamer tag?
Hasn't posted it yet, but we'll give you a black background here so you can see it. There is your list. Screenshot it if you want to, guys. It's not changing. That's final. Unless somebody goes inactive or gets kicked out of the league for whatever reason, or they don't get a next-gen console and they're supposed to, that is your draft order. And if that's the case, let's say somebody like Swing on D's doesn't play, and then his now we haven't drafted teams yet. That draft will take place sometime the first or second week of August. Now let's say Swing on D's can't enter the league for whatever reason, and let's say TJ, who's next up on the list, TJ sneaks in. He's going to slide right in at that 3 spot. I'm not going to redo the draft order. Stu Kid 58 is Ronnie Stewart. Stu Kid, you are number 5 on the list.
Wow. So this guy, let me tell you, if this doesn't get guys to get pumped up to play Madden and to see what Stu Kid has been doing in Madden 21 next gen, and to come into Madden 22 with a top 5 squad, man. And what's Stu Kid's favorite squad? Do we know?
He's a Chicago Bears fan. I'm going to look at this list, and I can probably give you your top 10. I think that I go with the Patriots. I think Snipes is going to go with the Giants. I look at Swing on D's to go with the 49ers. I think A. Soden's going to go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think Stu Kid's going to go with the Chicago Bears. I think the Rev is going to go with his Tennessee Titans. Mr. Witness is my X factor here. I don't know where he's going to go. I believe he is an Atlanta Falcons fan. He's been known to go with the Saints, too. I am unsure, but the Kansas City Chiefs sit there at the number 7 spot. I would say that Mr. Witness probably goes with with the Kansas City Chiefs there in the 7 spot. J-Ro is an Eagles fan. Watch for J-Ro to slide in and grab the Eagles at number 8. Ohio Bengal, that name says it itself.
Says it all.
Yeah, Grimy is a huge Cleveland Browns fan, so he'll take the Browns with 10. Wildebeest is a Cowboys fan. I see him going with the Cowboys at number 11. We have Ethan Soden sneaking in with a T1 subscription. I'm not sure where he's going to go. And the rest, you look down this list, I think the only ones that kind of stand out is sad Atlanta fan. The Falcons may slide to him at number 15 pretty easily. Young Blue, a Patriots fan. I'm not sure where he's going to go. Excuse me with that one. Eat More Chicken, a big Dolphins fan at number 21. I'm not sure if the Dolphins will fall to 21, but he'll be there waiting for him. Jay Cork, a Steelers fan. I don't see many people going after the Steelers, so watch for him there. Looking down the list, Seahawks 37-26. He fell probably the hardest. He was down around, I want to say he was at like number 13, probably about a month or 2 months ago. And then just the activity level of the guys above him, just getting it done. When you look at the Manny comes to mind. Sad Atlanta fan, Joe Dubs. Those guys have made up a ton of Soden Bowl points. Game fan too. Game fan in just about every chat. Young Blue's always been up there. Kylo Ren, Billy Hoyle, all those guys. Eat More Chicken. Even Jay Cork. Jay Cork's not big of a social media guy, but he gets on, gets his stuff done. Always posting next level content for everybody as far as like draft picks go and team building scenarios. So Jay Cork, shout out to you.
I'll tell you what, kind of talking about the top 10 that you discussed. I'll tell you this: the one team that a lot of people haven't mentioned is the Washington football team, and the Washington football team, they're going to be such a tough team to deal with defensively. They're going to be a problem, and I could see, maybe a guy like Joe Dubs, or even Sad Atlanta fan or Game fan. I could see one of those guys go ahead and scooping up the WFT, simply because again that's a team they're going to be tough to deal with. You know what I'm saying? But then on top of that, Soden, let's not forget to mention. Let's talk about Young Blue possibly picking up the Buffalo Bills again. They're going to be a better team. They're going to be a better team as well too. Kylo, I think whoever Kylo gets, he's going to be good because he's a good team builder as well. So I think whoever Kylo gets, he's going to be pretty good with that squad. Eat More Chicken. I got a feeling Eat More Chicken will end up getting his Dolphins. I think he'll get his Dolphins. And I see what you're saying with Joe Dubs saying he'll probably go with the Jets.
He's a big Giants
isn't there.
Yeah, he's a big Giants fan, big New York guy.
Oh, take the Bills. Take the Bills.
They might be available there for him at number 13, unless E. Soden grabs them. They may be available for Joe Dubs.
Yeah,
Joe Dubs with 1B, that is. Joe Dubs with 1B.
Man, yeah. I take it. If you want to stick with New York, I totally get it. But if you want to stick with New York, take the Bills.
Now we have a second league.
As well.
We have a second league in sign-up mode right now, Mr. Snipes. Pro League. That is this league. We're bringing it back over onto the next gen. Soden Bowl is a current gen league currently, but it's going to become a next gen league to start Madden 22, and that's going to be where this league right now that we're playing becomes Soden Bowl, becomes the marquee league. That's the team selection league. And then we have a second league here. This league is first come, first serve signups. Whoever picks their team basically kind of gets them. Signups are currently in our Discord server. We're about halfway through signups. And this league right here is the second league in the Soden Bowl lineup. And that is Pro League Legends roster, NFL Legends. If he's not a legend or an all-time great or a current great, he's not going to be on your roster. No Drew Willies on the Jets.
That was funny.
So we're going to have an Eli Manning. We're going to have Phil Simms, Lawrence Taylor. Who else we got in the chat right now? J-Dubs, you're another Giants fan. Oh, we got a Buffalo fan in the chat. That's Nerd TV. We have Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, O.J. Simpson, if you will.
Man.
Bruce Smith and his shoes will be on that Buffalo Bills team. Mr. Witness in the house. I forgot what team Mr. Witness, what his favorite team is. But Dan Marino with the Dolphins will be there, as will probably Bob Greasy, I'd imagine.
Wow, that's going to be fun. That's going to be a fun league right there, let me tell you.
So we're going to kind of peel back the rules a little bit in Pro League. It's going to be more of a kind of a play and have fun type league. It's kind of hard to have simulation rules in a league that has just legends everywhere. We're going to disable abilities because how can you even determine who's an X Factor? You would run out of X Factors probably on the first team, especially if you did the Dallas Cowboys or 49ers or Steelers or somebody like that. You'd be out of X Factor.
Right.
So we're going to take abilities off. We're going to run with kind of a plain Jane simulation style league, and it's going to be fun. You're going to have legend rosters. We're going to start this thing up probably a couple weeks after Madden begins. The first league is a simulation league, Soden Bowl. That one's going to wait for the September patch because it's going to take advantage of the new scouting. We'll probably start this Legends League right off the bat so you guys can play and have fun with it and get in there. And I don't think, everybody's going to be about age 20 or 21. I don't think you're going to be too worried about scouting rookies in that league because you're pretty much going to be all set with the roster that you've got off the bat.
Indeed, man. There's going to be these legends in these teams, man. Yeah, the Cowboys is going to be crazy. You know what I mean? Even old school teams like the Chiefs, they're going to be crazy. Is Okoye going to be in it?
Yeah, imagine the team with Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
Oh, my gosh,
Steve
man.
DeBerg probably backing him up. And, Christian Okoye on the team.
Christian Okoye is going to be in it. Oh, man.
And Derek Thomas, too, on defense. A fantastic, one of the best linebackers.
Yep. Yes,
God rest his soul. One of the best linebackers
Yeah.
out there. And an all-time Chiefs great.
Man, yeah, that's going to be crazy, man. That's going to be an awesome league. I'm definitely going to be tuning in to a lot of games broadcasted in this league. This is going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait for that to start up.
All right, Mr. Snipes. Well, it has been fun, my friend. We've got a lot of things to do here for this other room, so I'm going to get going, man. Any last thoughts before we leave?
Nah, man, just again, congratulations to Stu Kid for getting it done here again, and looking forward for for everybody that's going to be coming through in Madden 22, and we do have one more season for Pro League, right?
Yes, one more season of Pro League. We'll broadcast that last Super Bowl. We'll have the draft and all that stuff, and so on and so forth. So to answer your question, yes, one more season.
All right. Well, yep, that's basically it. Let's see who's going to become the final champion here for the Pro League for the Madden 21 cycle. Let's see what happens.
Yes, sir. And don't forget Tuesday night Nerd TV. I think it's on 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Don't miss your favorite nerds on Nerd TV over on Twitch. Make sure you guys check them out. I'm S. Soden, and I'm joined tonight with the legend, the GOAT, Mr. Snipes TV, a fantastic Super Bowl. Congratulations, Stu Kid and A. Soden, on a fantastic season. We are out of here later, guys.